Hello guys, welcome to my channel once again. It's your girl Helen. In this video, I'm gonna be addressing some of the questions you expect during an interview as an intended nursing student in Germany or Deutschland. So I'm gonna be making this video in German and English. Oops, I've never done that before. Hope it works out well. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Tell me how I did in the comment section after this video. So I'm gonna start with point number eins. Number one. That's number one. So wie sind Sie wie sind Sie hierher gekommen? War das schwer? That means how did you get here? Was it difficult? Was it difficult to locate us? So that's one of the common questions they ask in basically all the interviews in Germany. So they ask you, how did you get here? So second question is number zwei is wie haben Sie von uns erfahren? How did you get to know about us? Did you expected to answer in internet or a friend, family, or something? So the next one, the next is warum haben Sie sich für uns entschieden? That means why did you decide to apply in our hospital? Like, why did you decide for us? Why? Of all hospitals, why did you decide here? So you should be able to say that why you applied and with them, like, and in this question, you're expected. I think this not that I think this is where you mention the slogan. This is where the slogan comes to play, or the top stuff, like the specialty of the hospital. Those things you can talk about. Just say something that can boost your points, just to buttress your point or something. So, and the next one is wie lange leben Sie schon in Deutschland? So I use do is just, but Z is basically how they're going to be addressing you because it's a formal way. So wie lange leben Sie schon in Deutschland? How long have you lived in Germany? So they want to know how long you've lived in Germany, and then as next they're going to ask you, was sind Ihre Schwächen und Stärken? So that means, I don't know if I pronounce that well. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Oops, sorry, we're not supposed to be doing that anymore. Let's move. So you should be able to say what your strengths and weaknesses are. So for example, you should say my weakness, my strength is I want to help others. I like helping others, or I like to work and I am diligent, I am trustworthy. And then your weakness, that's why it's difficult a bit. So but one of the things I like to say is that you can also say your weakness and also use your strength to cover it up. Like, for instance, you can say, yeah, I am inquisitive, and sometimes people find it as weakness. Or sometimes people don't like it. So that's done. I think they're just expecting one from you or two. Then the next one is just the next weakness is just something you can find yourself. But this is just the one I can come up with. So the next question is, was sind Ihre Arbeitserfahrungen? What are your work experience? Have you ever done any other job? And this is where you tell them if you've done any other job related to hospital or taking care of caring in any form. It could be that of a relative. It could be that of it could be a practicum. It could be an FSC. So this is where you talk about everything that can help you, like every work related, every of your related experience that has to do with the hospital or caring. So and the next one is, was ist unser Wahlspruch oder Schlagwort? Then this means, what is our slogan? So slogan or the motto can be so you should be able to say what the motto of the hospital. What is their motto? They want to know. It's just a simple answer. So Google it and know what it is before you go to the interview. Okay? Next one is, warum haben Sie sich für diese Ausbildung entschieden? Why did you decide for this hospital? Now, in this question, this is where it gets tricky. Sometimes they ask you, do you know that you're going to get in contact with blood? Do you know you're going to get in contact with sick people? Do you know that you're going to get in contact with wounds? And also, do you also know that you're going to get in contact, that you're going to have to work on weekends? Yeah. So they just want to know, like, scare you with those stuff just to know what you're going to say. And that is where you're going to be, yeah, you're going to apply your smartness. Tell them what you can do. Tell them why. Like, make them know that, yeah, you're really enthusiastic. Yeah. So, next one, als nächster ist, warum gibt es eine Lücke in Ihrer Lebenslauf? In Ihrem Lebenslauf. Why is there a gap in your CV? So, you should be able to explain what the gap is, what you've done during the time. And the next one, als nächster, is, warum haben Sie sich dann gemacht? I mean, was haben Sie sich dann gemacht? Like, what did you do during those times that there was space in your hospital? So, and the next question is, it should be like, okay, was, haben Sie jemals in einem Team gearbeitet? Have you ever worked in in a team or something? Like, so you should be able to say, it's part of working experience anyway, but you should be able to tell them if you've ever worked as a team, because I know nursing is a teamwork. The Krankenpflege Ausbildung is a teamwork, so you should be able to work as a team. You cannot work without a team, right? So, and team could comprise of workers from other employees from other departments. Okay, so, and next one is, wie viele Betten haben wir? How many beds do we have? So you should know how many beds they have. This is what you go with the assignment. So next one is, the next is, wann wurde unser Krankenhaus gebaut? When was our hospital built? You should know that. Simple. So, the next one is, haben Sie eine Frage? This is the most common one. Haben Sie eine Frage? Do you have a question? This is the part where you get to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Like I said, I mentioned in my other, I actually mentioned an experience in my other video, the video where I talked about how you can crush your interview. I mentioned my experience there. So go watch the video and find out what he said. Go watch the video and find out what he said. Okay? So, and you should be able to ask anything. If you don't understand anything about the hospital, about the services, whatever it is, ask. If you have questions about distance, accommodations, anything, don't be afraid. Okay? So, and another thing I forgot to mention is that the hospital, the interview usually comprises of two parts. So I didn't mention that in the beginning, but you have two parts: the written and the oral. Das heißt, schriftlich und Sprache. Wieso Sprache? Oh my goodness. Das ist schriftlich und mundlicher. Oh God. God of mercy. What am I doing? So, well, most of the questions are going to be mundlich und schriftlich. So it's like written and oral. So you should be able to write down something, summarize stuff. Das ist Texte zusammenfassen von Texte. So you should be able to summarize text. So you're going to get, in some cases, you're going to get pictures. You're going to be allowed to choose pictures of it. Pictures of your choosing. Describe it either in written or in oral form. So you should be able to describe the picture, what is being done on the picture, or what the picture is all about. Then the video, you get a video. You'll be able to explain what the video is all about, what was done in the video. At least you'll be able to understand 70% or 80% of what the video said. That should give you a point. Then the next one is the text. You get a text and you read the text. After reading, you summarize, and after summarizing, you get your marks in the end. They tell you if you failed or if you passed, or sometimes they tell you immediately, and sometimes they just write a letter afterwards. So, and that's basically all of it. And mind you, these points are based on my personal experiences, and I just hope it will help someone out there. I hope it will help you. Yeah. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and like my videos, and also don't forget to drop a comment. But if you've been watching me for the first, if you've watched me for the first time, second time, third time, and you've not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please, please, please subscribe. Okay, support your girl. Okay, let's do this together. So this is basically where I'm gonna get. This is where my video is gonna come. So thank you guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.